Now I want to ask you a question that you might find difficult to answer, but I want you to consider it anyway, because this is the whole point of me asking you, is to see where your awareness is, because we open up your eyes and open up your mind, and you're going to have to do this on your own in a match. How good and how wide and how strong was your base when it came to then sending the ball back the other end? So just consider that for a second.
I think I definitely could have been leaning forward more. I was on the back foot quite often. So if I could have got back a tiny bit quicker and just been able to lean forward as I was hitting the shot.
Okay, that's interesting. So that tells me quite a lot about your understanding of loading.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that when you get back, if you're going to come back with a shot good enough to stop you from being hurt again, as you've moved backwards, there's then going to be a loading phase where you really sink, and you talked about the back leg, and you do sink into that back leg. You load your butt muscle, you load that glute, and you get all the power. And what you're talking about is then driving it up and forward back into the court space. And because you're so far behind the baseline, that's probably going to be more up or more forward?
More up.
More up. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's where this drive can come from the back leg.
Yeah.
What we're going to try and get Finley to do right now, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. He was already moving back sideways quickly, and I'm just going to ask him to open his base on that last leg there, that last step, and understand that's where the drive comes from this ball. And if the ball's a little bit higher, as he drops down, I'm going to ask him to set his racket a little bit higher. There's no point in having the racket down here. The ball is not down here. Contact's not going to be down here. So we're going to see whether he can differentiate between the loading and the squeezing into that left glute and setting the racket a little bit higher so that then he drives from the ground, boom, and there's the power. Boom, boom. And we often talk about going from left, and that will happen a lot here. I'm pretty sure you're going to see that a lot. You're going to see him drive off the left leg, and he'll land on the left leg, and then rebalance onto the right leg, looking to then come back into the court to see how effective he was. So we don't want to get onto the front leg too early, because we want to be like that sort of that shot put. You know the shot put? You've ever seen the shot put at the Olympics where they go boom and then they boom and they drive, and the shot put, this heavy weight goes up and out. So they're creating a force from that back leg.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to try and work with you now on. So up for making it even better. You got back very quickly, but we're going to make the base wider and more loading focused. All right?
Yeah.
Let's go do it. Good, mate. Come forward just a little bit so we can replicate the fact that you're going to feel that real pressure of moving backwards diagonally and sideways, which you were doing beautifully, okay? We're going to set that racket a little bit high because contact's going to be high, and we're going to go wide and load on that back leg. You understand? Nice and clear? Hey, let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? You might fall over, but let's see if we can get it right. Ready? And we go. And we drive, drive, drive. That's well done. Well done. Well done. And we push back, start forward a little bit, put yourself under a bit more pressure. We drive, drive, drive. Good lad, well done. See if we can get that left leg a little bit further back and push off it. And push off it. Okay, so what we want to see is we want to get back quickly. You're going to want to be sideways on because we're loading this left glute here. Right now it's pretty soft, and when we load it, it's going to be rock hard. And we're driving back here, and then that last step there, that's the one that gets the weight on the left side. And then we're going to push and drive up and go left, left, right. You were just a little bit there rotating, a bit like you were playing a basic rally shot. And this is the difference between playing normal tennis and sort of high extreme level tennis. There are subtle differences. So as I say, we get back to this point here, we load the left leg, and the racket's high because the ball's going to be up here. And we drive, boom, and we drive, and we sort of cross the leg a little bit, but I need this push, boom, that push, because that's where our force comes from. So it's left, boom, left, left, right, and then we're back in saying, come on, I must have got out of trouble. I know I did. Ready to have another go? Cross, 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 load and push. And again, that's okay, keep your eye on the ball. Load, load, load. Good, you're a little bit too far away from contact, so track it as you go back. Start forward a bit. Start forward a little bit nearer. That's it. So you're in trouble. And we go back diagonally. That's it. And again, at last I have some coaching to do. This is fabulous. Come forward again, a little bit quicker when you go diagonally. And load. Sit down. Sit. That's it. Sit on that back leg. And boom. And try and go left leg. Let me give you 3 more.